Hi, it's Sandy Wyllie. Welcome to my mental health channel, where I wipe away the stigma of mental illness by talking about my own personal struggles, having borderline personality disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety and depression. I talk about narcissism and schizophrenia. I wrote a book, Life with My Schizophrenic Father, about my childhood. And I talk about my unethical psychologists who I've had sexual relationships with. And I've written many books about them too, up here, down here. This one, Love Outside the Boundaries, about the torrid affair I had with 2 years with my psychologist. But I only come on as a former patient of almost 20 years. I'm not a licensed therapist. I do not hold a degree in psychology, so I cannot diagnose you or give you a professional opinion. And all I ask in turn of you is your kindness and respect, please, in the comments. If you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome. Hit that subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner, and that way you will be notified every time a new video of mine comes out. It's 100% free, so stick around, take a chance, give it a thumbs up, like it, and share it on your social media platforms with your friends and your family. And please feel free to comment. I want to hear from you. Your opinion matters, your thoughts matter, and your struggles matter to me. I will always respond back to every comment. Now, today we're going to talk about relationship signs you should not ignore. Okay, you should never really ignore these relationship signs. In the beginning of any relationship, especially a romantic one, you have the rose-colored glasses on, you know, the heart's pumping, the butterflies are fluttering in your stomach, you're all excited, and the endorphins it's like a drug, okay? Being in love is like a drug, especially having sex when you're in love. It's just like it's a chemical reaction in your brain, dopamine. You can look this stuff up, all right? I'm not a scientist or biologist or a doctor, but sex is a drug. It is. It's an addiction. Other people have said that too. So it's very hard when you're in those throes of passion and excitement to see clearly. So that's why I'm going to mention these signs. So that when you're in the throes of passion and excitement and, you know, high on the drug of love, that maybe you'll remember this video that this old broad here has come to, you know, almost 60 years old to teach you a lesson, you know. So there's a few things. I'm not going to cover all of them, all right? But the first thing is rushing into a commitment, all right? If you just met someone and they're already saying, I love you, I want you to move in with me, I want to spend the rest of our lives together, I want to marry you, you should not hear that right away. Not in the first few weeks. Absolutely not in the first few months, all right? In fact, you should go a whole calendar year and have all 4 seasons, winter, spring, summer, and fall, before you even you know, think about spending the rest of your life with this person. You know, a full calendar year before you even think, entertain the idea, all right? Because you don't know someone in a few months. You're just caught up in the limerence. You're just caught up in lust. You're just caught up in passion. And hey, I've been there. Okay? I'm not putting you down for it. I'm just saying that if someone is trying to rush you into a commitment, you know, they're going to love bomb you. Usually people who do these things I'm talking about in this video have personality disorders. Either they're a narcissistic personality disorder or they have borderline personality disorder. Those are the 2 major ones, okay? There are other ones, okay? But those are the 2 major ones who will usually, you have to watch out for, who will do this kind of thing. The borderline, like me, tries a rush commitment because I fear abandonment. So I want to get that, you know, I want to get that person to commit me because I'm so scared of losing that person because I fear abandonment. The narcissistic person who is trying to get that commitment or trying to rush you into something you're not ready for, they just want to own you. They want that, that prize. It's for different reasons, but just the same. Don't rush into commitment. Even if you think you're head over heels in love and this is the one, you don't know a person. You have to see a person angry, see a person when things don't go their way. Have your first fight. You have to go a full season, okay? At least, before you even entertain the idea. Another thing you should not ignore is if that person is trying to control you, a controlling person who wants to know your each and every move, wants to know where you're going, who you're with, what time you're going to be back. They try to track your social media. That type of person who has to like helicopter parent you. You don't even do that with your children, your older children, okay? You're not a young child. They're not your parent. So they shouldn't be controlling. You have to have your own life. You have to have your own friends. Someone who's trying to control your social media, how much you spend on social media or not at all, who you go out with, or try to, anyone who is trying to be controlling of you and dictate what you should do and who you should do it with, who you should see. Red flag, people. This is a number 2 red flag. The first one was the love bombing and trying to get you to commit before you're ready. They'll shower you with attention and compliments and gifts and want to see you morning, noon, and night and write you beautiful text messages, send you roses, and just to get you hooked so you'll commit. And the second one, and the things that you should not ignore in relationships, is trying to control you. All right? So that's the number 2 thing. The number 3 thing is not respecting your boundaries, not respecting your space. So if they want to see you and you say, well, tonight I'm just going to spend the night in. I'm going to I'm going to dye my hair and watch Netflix, and they don't like that, You should be seeing me. Why aren't you with me? Why would you rather be spending an evening alone than with me? Or I have to work late, or whatever you have to do. No. They have to respect your boundaries, all right? They have to take no for an answer. If they can't take no for an answer and they want to monopolize you all your time, monopolize every minute of your day and time, not let you have your own life, that's the number 3 warning you should never, never ignore, okay? You need to have your own space away from them. And if they don't allow you to have your own space, and this is both for men and women, okay? I'm not just talking about women here or men here. This is for both sexes, all right? This applies to both. So, yeah, that's the number 3. Now, the number 4 is they try to change you. This happens a lot. I did this with my husband, too. I have to admit, I did a lot of these things, and I have borderline personality disorder. They try to change you. You have a pretty face. You'd look so much better if you lost about 20 pounds. Or, I don't like that hairdo on you. Why don't you grow your hair longer? I don't like the way that doesn't look flattering on you. Why do you have to wear pants? You're a woman. Why can't you wear dresses? Or whatever it is. With my husband, I got my husband to have a perm. When I first met my husband, he looked like, that movie Dumb, Dumber? Something like that. Who played in that movie? Dumb and Dumber or something. And the guy had the bangs like this. Remember how he looked? Oh, what was that actor's name on Dumb and Dumber? I'm having like a brain fog because of my age. I forget his name. But anyway, my husband had that geeky, nerdy, like straight bangs, greasy hairdo. So I got my husband to get a perm. And in our wedding picture, his hair was all wavy. It was a wavy perm, not a curly tight perm. It was a loose wavy perm, and he looked really, really good with it. It made his hair look, really wavy and full, not like that geek short bang, straight bang, greasy look. Well, that shows you right then and there that, I wasn't in love with my husband, because I'm trying to get him to do something to change his looks. If you love someone, you love them for what they are. Or if a woman has really long hair and she cuts it short because it's too much to take care of now that she has kids and the husband isn't attracted to her anymore, that's not love. I mean, if I change my hairdo and my husband doesn't want to touch me, what does that tell you? You don't love someone for their hairdo or what they wear or the makeup they have on. Yeah, that's all superficial shit. So that's another thing. Where are we now? The fifth thing is if they take you away from the people who you're close to the most, like your friends, your family. If they try to isolate you, I think it's on number 5. You following me so far? Don't be wary. Do never allow someone trying to isolate you. First, they want to control you. Then they want to isolate you. They want to isolate you, so they're afraid that other people, especially people you're close to, like your best friends or your family, are going to tell them, hey, this person, get rid of them. They're no good for you. They're afraid of that, They're afraid of the people who are closest to you. They're afraid of the influence that those people have on your life. So they don't want them around, okay, to influence you. So they'll try to get you far, separate you from the people that matter the most in your life. You can't allow that to happen. You have to keep those relationships, okay? Those are the people that have been there for you long before you met this bozo, okay? Those are the people that were, seen you at your worst, when you were at your lowest points in life. Those are the people that love you and care about you, all right? So don't ever let them go. I think this is number 6 now. Someone not treating you respectfully, yelling at you. No one should raise their voice, okay? In a fight, they shouldn't be yelling and screaming. And of course, if they lay a hand on you, it only takes one time and you're out of there. Not, I'm sorry, it'll never happen again. I don't know what happened to me. Here's a dozen roses. We'll go on a trip to the Caribbean. I don't care what they say. One time and it's over. You hear that? Anytime a person lays a hand on you, you're out of there. They're never going to change, or if they mistreat you. But I'm not talking about those major red flags. I'm talking about just subtle things like yelling. If you feel afraid of someone, because that comes first before the physical abuse. Listen to me, I'm old, I've been there. The yelling and losing the temper, that is the first part of it. Before they do, it just escalates from there. So if you can't even talk to the person without them raising their voice, or you're a little frightened of them, or they're banging their fist on the table, they're not touching you now at this point. That will come later. It'll escalate. They're just making you, they're making you nervous. They're screaming. They're pounding their fists. No, get out, get out, get out. You can say, but, he just got a little upset. He didn't hurt me. He didn't lay a hand on me. Get out. That's just the start of it, okay? I've been there. I'm almost 60. That's just the start of it. It'll happen. So just get out. That should never, ever be. That's not a mature way. I mean, everyone can get angry and yell from time to time. I'm talking about, screaming and pounding your fists and you feel unsafe. If you feel unsafe, get out. You should never, ever once feel unsafe. Another thing is backhanded compliments, teasing you. I think this is number 6 now. I lost track. They'll say, oh, you can't take a joke. I was just kidding you, you know? No, or backhanded compliments like, oh, that dress looks nice on you for a woman of your age. See what I'm saying? So you say, oh, thanks. And then you think about it and you go, what did he mean for a woman of my age? You know? The compliments are backhanded. They're really not compliments. Or they tease you and they go, oh, you can't take a little joke. You're too sensitive. Don't allow that. I don't believe in teasing people, you know. Who's laughing? Are they laughing? You know, I don't believe in it at all. I just don't like it, all right? I've been bullied my whole life, and I don't like teasing. So I would never tolerate that kind of thing. And I think the last one, 7, is like they will not allow you to have a difference of opinion. You have to agree with everything that they do, all right? Go along with everything they do, and everything is fine. Peachy fine. Big slice of southern peach pie with wallop of vanilla ice cream on it. Peachy fine. But you have a difference of opinion, or you disagree once, oh, watch out, okay? Red flag, red flag. You have to be able, you're an independent person. You have a mind of your own. You have thoughts and opinions of your own. Now, if you go along with someone and you agree with everything and everything is like that big slice of peachy pie, peachy fine, but then, oh, God forbid, you disagree, and then World War III breaks out. No. Anyone can be happy when you're doing everything their way, going along with everything they say and everything they want to do. Who couldn't be happy in a relationship like that? That's not a relationship. That's a dictatorship, honey. You got your cards mixed up there on that one. All right, so you have to be able to disagree with a person, say, no, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to go there. Or no, I don't want to do this. And they have to say, okay, you know, they have to be fine with that. So that's just a few things. Of course, they won't respect your friends or your family. But in the beginning, that love bombing stage, that means nothing, okay? That means don't let that love bombing stage blind you. I've had it. I wrote a whole book on this friggin' shit. Love bombed by a Harvard psychologist, all right? I wrote a whole book on this shit, all right? I was love bombed. Yeah, I mean, read the book. This happens, and you get totally blindsided by it. And then, you know, you're so hooked like a drug. You become like a drug addict. I was a druggie on it. And then, you know, it gets very, very hot. So when you see this love bombing happen in the beginning stages and you're wearing those rose-colored glasses and you're hooked high on love, just remember, think clearly. Remember this video. Let this video come back to you. And remember all the things that I said in this video. The things that you should never put up with in a relationship. All right. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.